Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. Today, we'll be sitting down with one of my favorites in Seer's Gambit, an excellent tactical roguelite autobattler that we've been playing for quite some time right here on the channel. And the journey continues here today, my friends, in that we're finally going to go east. We're finally going to meet the king. I've been meaning to do it in the past few episodes, but we just didn't have enough time. Well, now we finally have the time because I finally have the tavern that's within the city. So it'll sure be interesting to see what the king reveals to us, what pathways the king may unlock for us. Definitely looking forward to meeting the guy. I've heard a lot about him. So let's begin. Let's go east. Let's meet the king. Before we do that, though, smash the like button if you are enjoying the Seer's Gambit. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts about the run. And become a subscriber if you are new here, so you never miss the next upload of Seer's Gambit or one of the many other fun games that we're playing right here on the channel. Thanks so much, my friends. Now let's go. Alright, so we're going to go with Fingers the Thief as our starter. Of course, he's a rare, probably replaceable as we get more epic heroes, but what I want to try to tool around with Fingers on is the gain 30% dodge chance. I want to see how effective it is. I want to see how evasive it makes him. And then one additional thing real quick. So I did get this port upgraded, and we got a really good upgrade here in the lighthouse, so +1 merchant items, right? So that means the shop is going to have one additional item. Hopefully it can help us secure some of the items that we're looking for. By the way, our target is right here, King's Reach Palace, and to get there, we're going to go south through this little loop. So let's go. Boom. It looks like we have 2 skulls right out the bat. It's going to be interesting. Let's turn down the speed a little bit. I think I do want to play this on X3 speed. And the reason I want to do that is because, essentially what I want to do is I want to try to get through the whole run in one video, right? I used to split them up into 2, and that obviously breaks the immersion, so let's go ahead and try to get it all done in one video. I think we can do it with X3 speed. Let's bring an epic Esmeralda on board. How about this? An excellent hero. One of the better heroes, if you ask me. So let's make sure Fingers is on automatic. Same with Esmeralda. And let's go. Alright, who do we have? Well, we got some kitties on the dock, of course, fishing for some shiny minnows. It looks like it's just 2 birds versus a guy with a knife and an icy lady with some kind of saber or rapier, perhaps. So very good. Let's keep on rolling. See you later, kitties. And what do we have? So we got Lars the Lasher. Okay, so I do have a free reroll. Let's use it. Alright, how about this? A City Guard Fernandez of the epic variety. You love to see this. A commoner, a crowd control specialist, and a defender. We definitely bring him aboard. And let's see. So let's toggle the ultimate. And let's see here. So, Shield Slam. In melee area of effect, for kind of weak damage, apply stun. Okay, so he stuns with his ultimate. And let's see, are we synergized really at all? What are we kind of going for with Fernandez? He's a pretty good stalwart presence. You can also get his attack pretty high, so it's kind of like, what do we need when we get it, right? Then obviously the epic heroes, you have access to the final tier of skills. We'll figure it out as we go. That's part of the fun about this game. And I tend to target epic heroes, right? It's worked out for me so far. So we'll kind of see what epics that we get, right? I really want an epic Fingers, right? An epic Thief. That would be fantastic. Alright, Kitty Treasure Chest. Let's see. So what do we have? We have a potion. So who do we want to give this to? Let's go Fernandez. I feel like I go Esmeralda all the time. Although the sooner we can get her beasted up, the sooner we can get her into an icicle turret, essentially. Alright, join the Brotherhood. We don't have any Glad anyways, so let's keep on moving on. Alright, we got some Forsworn archers here in the city square. Let's take them out. Shiny Crystal. This game is just perfect for a guy like me because you can click on things while your units do combat. I'm very amused by these things, my friends. Very amused. Alright, perfect. So let's see. Get a little early damage check. Esmeralda and then Fernandez. Tremendous. It looks like Fernandez has invincibility on him as well. In fact, what is giving him that? Right there. Okay, so his ability, which takes a while to go. 3 seconds of invincibility. Then on invulnerable, heal for 5% of max health. Maybe if we can find a way to get his ability cooldown reduce as much as possible. That could be an angle or a build for Fernandez, but we're going to have to see. There's definitely ways to, use other teammates and items, of course, as well, to bolster your team. Again, part of the fun as the kids witness the carnage around the well. They were just going for a little bit of water to get a little bit of a drink, and what do you know? And we do have the 4th item, but unfortunately, I've got no cash. Primed Cleaver is pretty decent. I mean, very, very good item, actually. 18 through 78. That would be my purchase if I had the cash. But I don't. All right, so let's get healed up. Let's keep on proceeding. All right, we got a bird, a couple of archers. Well, a couple of birds and a couple of archers. Let's just beat them down. All right, good job, Fernandez. Hit him with that halberd. I kind of like the early game of Seer's Gambit quite a bit. When you have 2 or 3 heroes, and you can really sort of understand their movements and motions on the battlefield, what they're doing, what their skills look like, right? You tend to learn a lot more about your heroes. Because when you have 6 and you're fighting a huge wave of enemies, it just gets purely chaotic. Hard to really detail exactly what's going on, and looks like we do have a few level ups. Our 2 epics, which is indeed epic. Alright, so City Guard Fernandez, we have ability cooldown. So that's his invincibility, right? So that's certainly an option. We have attack cooldown or a monster attack buff. In fact, he's got all kinds of these attack buffs, right? Attack cooldown, he's got it here. Looks like he's got stun. All defender gain plus 50% armor party-wide. On enemy death, 100% chance to gain plus 2 max armor permanently. That's a pretty impressive one as well. So I think we make him into an armor tank. And then maybe get the invulnerable at the end, but plus 20% of max armor is added to Fernandez's attack power. Okay, never mind. That's definitely the direction we're building him. Let's build him just high attack damage and high armor as well. Yeah, so let's go with this one. I mean, it's objectively the best. 18 through 19 permanent boost to attack. Like, are you kidding me? And then Esmeralda. I really do think she's effective, and most effective, that is, when built as the Icicle Turret. So what you want to do here is you want to make sure you boost up her ability. So we're definitely going ability power. I mean, plus 27 ability power is insane. I mean, she's kind of like a dual threat, right? You can make her melee, or you can make her ability. I like to build her in the way of the ability. But man, this Icicle Shot does a lot of damage. Pretty impressive character overall. But let's go ability power. And then ultimately we'll be getting this one. Esmeralda's ability becomes a single target ranged ability. 27 ability power, minus 6 ability cooldown, and added ability range. So it makes it just proc off immediately almost. Then we have the high heel shoes. So this will increase the ultimate power. So who's really hitting hard? I think Fingers is our heavy hitter on the ultimate. So let's go. Alright, what do we have? We have a Blossom, a Maxim, or a Lars the Lasher. I think Lars the Lasher is an underrated healer. But we do have the Blossom. Now, does she synergize the best? Probably with Fingers. Yeah, with the nature. Anybody need a healer? Fernandez does. Yeah, alright, so she synergizes pretty well. But again, she's rare, so replaceable depending on what we get, of course. Alright, so we got a party. Everybody is witnessing the carnage that's about to take place. So let's let them have it. Let's not let the onlookers down. Let's go. Nice. Fingers just teleporting, zipping around, stabbing people in the back. Kitty treasure chest gives us what? Plate mail plus 84 armor. Sounds great for Fernandez. Little damage check. Esmeralda is the champ so far. Let's keep going. Alright, so we do have the Leech Scythe. One of my favorite items. Very, very good. I mean, it would be great on a character like Fingers or Fernandez. Fernandez is the epic, so let's go ahead and give it to him. I feel like they tweaked these items in updates as well, but the Leech Scythe, I mean, on attack, heal yourself 20% of your attack power. Think of him with super high attack power, right? I mean, it just works. It's just great. Then he'll have super high armor and also All Thief gains 6 attack damage. I don't really see Fingers as a long-term option, so let's go ahead and join the Brotherhood instead. Get a little payout, and let's rock and roll. But yeah, I've got great plans for Fernandez. I haven't had an epic one for a while. Looks like we had a wolf come down into the city. That's kind of scary. We got women and children around. Definitely scary. All right, what do we have? Toxic Personality. 11 through 12 ultimate power. On attack, apply 10% of ultimate power as poison damage for 5 seconds. Let's give that to Fingers as well. Small experience potion, Fernandez. Get it. Let's get you to where you gotta be. Let's get him maxed out as quickly as possible so we can start snowballing that stat. And a pretty effective turn there. Now we have Tuesday. Let's see what's available here. Increase ultimate power, magically imbued stone, catching nets, ensure 50% extra stone collection, and a squeaky clean river bottom. I can get behind that cause. Let's make it happen. And let's go. Repaint training grounds. So ability power upgrades, right? So this is kind of like the next phase I'm trying to get into. Let's get these attack and ability power upgrades. I've tried to target HP upgrades for the most part. Let's tip the cows. And let's go. Who do we have? We have an Epic Blossom. Okay, so Blossom is part of this team. It seems. Let's grow together, she says. Hilarious. Do you have any items on? No. Okay. Alright, so we add another Epic to the team. Exciting stuff. Yeah, I was playing around with Lars the Lasher. Managed to get an Epic version of him. And his healing is actually pretty effective. It's his ability. There's this little green circle that goes around him and it regens your characters. Pretty darn good, actually. So if we get a Lars the Lasher, I would definitely entertain the idea. Alright, great job. Way to go, everybody. Fernandez, dishing some death. And here we go, another draft opportunity. Let's re-roll it. We got the cow. Man, this character cracks me up. Just absolutely hilarious. How about for you, though, Fernandez? Like, what are you missing? Crowd control. He's got the adventurer with... Who's the adventurer? Looks like he's missing that as well. Yeah, he definitely needs, like, a flora. Merchant, noble. And then maybe, like, a barber Ian as well. He could use the faith. I'm going with the cow because the cow is hilarious to me. He rings the bell. He throws milk bottles that restore armor. You gotta love the guy. Cow the cow. Welcome to the team. Right, looks like we have a demon infestation. And let's just watch the cow. Just watch this guy. Watch him work. Watch him ring the bell. Ring the bell, cow. There you go. Ring that bell. Throw that milk bottle. Just dishing out the milk to keep the armor strong. You love to see it. The cow is just dishing milk, dude. Check this out. He's just whipping that milk bottle. And maybe an epic cow the cow. Maybe we'll come across one of those. Who knows? I always find it most interesting to see what assembly of 6 epic heroes we get. I typically get, you know, my full team as epic in these runs. We have a gray wolf. Got a couple of them, actually. Alright, let's go, cow. Not to mention when you move the cow, he tips over as well. Just a nice, charming touch. And I do believe the developers are going to be adding a mushroom hero. I don't know, I saw something on X. But yeah, like a big mushroom guy as a hero option. Absolutely tremendous. This is the Brute's Axe. 12 through 26 attack damage, 18 health, but increases your attack cooldown by 2 seconds. What is your attack cooldown? 5.5? Let's give it to you. Mighty Stat Stick. I mean, this is a really, really good item. Ability power, ultimate power, health, and attack damage. Let's take the plate mail off of you then, Fernandez. Throw that on you. And let's see. Blossom, get plated up. Let's go. I mean, not all items are created equal in Seer's Gambit. Not even close. Let's see if we can solo a lane. Let's get a healer on each lane as well. Fernandez and the cow. Let's go. It looks like Fernandez is doing more work on his side of the fence. But, you know, you have the constant, right? The cow just chucking milk bottles. And you love to see it. Level up 4, Fingers of Thief. All right, so that gets us a little bit closer. So I think probably... let's go with attack with Fingers as well. Again, he's likely going to be replaced down the road. Click the crystal. And what do we have here? High heal kickers. 30 through 32 attack damage. Increase move speed on heal. Add 8 to 10% of attack power. That's pretty good. Then we got the Brute's Axe again, times 2. I think I want to save my gold for epic items. So let's keep moving. Alright, we got Al the Alchemist. Now this guy will hook us up with 100 gold, which I think I'll take. You can also buy a large experience potion. Let's take the gold for a lock of hair. Small price to pay. And we got the kitties on the dock again. However, this is the set that I cannot click, unfortunately. Can always get this one, though. This is the one catching all the fish. Alright, so it looks like our thief is blinded. That's alright. He's going to be zipping around anyways. Let's go. Thief on the back line on that healer. It was a good target, but he was blinded. I do like units that zip around a little bit. I think it's really effective in these battles. Got a kitty behind the house over here. Make sure you pet that kitty. Kitty behind the tree and then kitty on the roof, right? Gotta spread the love. And let's keep rolling. Alright, doing good work. Fernandez. I'm really liking Fernandez. I think he's part of the solution. I mean, this is kind of his team. Let's be honest. 16, almost 1700 damage. And 6 kills. Wow. Okay, well, let's keep grinding his level up. And who do we have? We have a Maxim, a Canther, and a Lars the Lasher. Now, I could afford to reroll this. Executioner and crowd control. Canther is a commoner defender. Let's re-roll it. Alright. I mean, that's not ideal. Do it one more time. Barber Ian, the commoner. Or, excuse me, the merchant. I'll do it one more time. Whole bunch of nothing, man. That is very, very rough. Let's just stay put with the cow. Made my deposit to the old lady, I suppose. Who still is not happy. Just really upset. The vitriol, I tell ya. Let's go. A vulgar display for the children, indeed. I mean, we got demons in town square. I think this town has more issues than maybe one would initially believe. Alright, very nice. Alright, experience potion. Throw that to Fernandez and another level up. You bet. So, City Guard Fernandez. Alright, so he actually had his tier 2 level up as well. So, 42 armor. Let's get that attack cooldown reduced, I do think. Move speed. I mean, armor 194. I mean, it's going to snowball with every single enemy death, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. So, let's go attack cooldown. So, he can dish the death. And then do this. Going in on armor now. 194. Remember that number. We'll check it back in a couple of battles. Ability power, yes. Esmeralda is one step closer to a mobile icicle turret. And what do you know? We have the epic leech scythe. So this is why I wanted to save some cash for sure. Like without question. On attack, heal yourself for 30% of your attack power. I mean, I think this is pretty crazy. Paired up. You know what I mean? Like, let's throw them both on you. Might as well. Can always transition it to another character later, but look at this. His attack cooldown is minus 2.5 seconds. Great attack damage boost. And then 30 and 20. Right, so he's going to be healing for, what, 87 health on attack? And he's got a max of 376. It might make him indestructible early game. He's attacking every second. Absolutely insane. So items are kind of where it's at in this game for sure. And I think this is a fine fit for you, Esmeralda. Let's go. I mean, I'm cool. If the run wants to hook up the Leech Scythe, I'm all for it. And we get our gold back right there. Tremendous. So for everybody is blind, I want to see Fernandez just take this lane himself. Let's go. Fernandez, make it happen. Shake it off. Absolutely. Look at this. Look at this damage. Just healing himself up. And he mops up over here before these guys can even get started. Amazing. Let's do an armor check. 217. All right, so it's going up. Pretty amazing. We get the tiny hammer as well. Just an absolutely excellent item. It'll be particularly useful for Esmeralda before she changes into an icicle turret. Brute Axe. Do we like the Brute Axe? I mean, it lowers attack cooldown by so much. Let's give it to the cow. I mean, that seems fitting for the cow. Heal over time, 3% per second. What are you rocking with? Toxic personality. It's ultimate power and then poison. Let's give a little regen to our thief. And ultimate power. Let's give that to Blossom. Let's go. Keep moving. Alright, looks like we reached the end of the road. Where there's a kitty waiting to greet us for some pets. Of course. Alright, very nice. Another spot conquered. So let's go back up this way. King's Reach Palace. Here we go. So I've never been here. Very interested to see what happens. Scholars and mages at the King's Castle are always looking for funding. A scientific approach to unicorn magic exploitation ensures a 50% higher magic collection rates. Okay, we definitely want to get that. Anything that increases the rate of the resources that we're grabbing, tremendous. Plus 10% HP is also another very good one. Let's go. King's Reach Palace. Get the cows. All right, got them. Open up the doors. And we got 2 cows. How about a Bernard of the epic variety? All right, so this guy is an area of effect, elementalist and nature. Does it go with Fernandez? Not at all. Yikes. How about Esmeralda? I mean, nature. But we have that covered with dual blossoms. Yeah, so he really doesn't fit at all into what we're trying to do here, but see you later, cow. Bernard. Impress me. Let's go. All right, so Bernard's kind of an enigma in that he likes to harm himself to do damage to others. So heat source, right? Engulfs an enemy in flames, dealing damage to it and nearby allies. So damage over 6 seconds. His ultimate immolation does a lot of damage, but he burns himself. So he's going to target self and all enemies. So all enemies. And if he dies, he resurrects. Repairs armor. His regular attack is very strong as well. So I think he's kind of like our ultimate guy, but you know, he's sort of like the ultimate wild card, if you will, because he's hard to rely upon. He will dish the damage, but he's hard to rely upon. So attack cooldown for lessened health. Ability power or attack cooldown for an added ultimate cooldown. Minus 18 health. Half a second attack cooldown. I mean, 11 seconds on this. Ultimate is 12. I kind of like the idea of him just going very strong and quick attacks, right? Ability is cast twice. We got on kill gain +3 ultimate power permanently. Party-wide, all elementalists gain plus 50% attack power. And that's pretty good. How about the end stage? On heal taken, shoot fireball. For same power as the heal value. Interesting. On death, heal all allies for basically his health. Scales with ultimate power. Okay, the health of the ultimate power. The power, excuse me, of the ultimate power. Then we have ability, area of effect range up by 1. I mean, I think I would probably boost his ultimate power. But you have to pay. You have to really pay for it. Yeah, you kind of have to just focus on one thing. It does appear. with our boy Bernard here. He's an interesting character for sure. I don't want to add ultimate cooldown. I think we can pay the health and just make him a pure glass cannon. It's either that or we're going on the ability. Ability AoE range up by 1. So if we did that, ability is cast twice. Dealing damage to it and its nearby allies. I think maybe we can pivot. Maybe we can. Maybe we can go ability. I don't like the idea of nerfing his HP. Just to make him stronger. You know what I mean? Although this would make for a pretty strong ultimate, but... You know, I think about some of the tougher fights toward the end. Let's go all ability for Bernard. I think it's some of the fights at the end, though, and if he just gets in the fight and dies right away, right? Like, what good is that going to do for me? What do we have here? A Banshee, okay? And then the fancy Gourmet Bandit. We also have these dragons showing up as well. All right, going to have our work cut out for us, indeed. So let's go. Fernandez, lead the way. I mean, he's so very strong. He really is. But I think maybe using manual ultimates with him is probably the best. Just to keep him healthy. So let's keep him on manual for now. And I'll click it when I see fit. I'll level up for Blossom, the rare Blossom, that is. Well, let's see. Ability power. Long range, you heal for a very small amount, but it's pretty rapid. Party-wide ability power, I think that's what we want to do. Scales with Bernard, right? Fernandez, get it. What's your armor looking like? 242, okay. Let's keep grinding. Attack damage, attack cooldown. Let's give it to Bernard. And let's go. Pet the kitty on our way out of town. Alright, another draft. Reroll for free. I could do it one more time. A whole bunch of nothing. Getting a bit unlucky, it feels like, in this one. But that's alright. The game's been real good to me as of late. Alright, so let's see this immolation effect. Let's go. Bernard, unfurl it. So it burns everybody, but look at how much damage he took, right? So he's got to stay right back there between the healers if he's going to have any success, but I think in observing what I just observed, I'm fine changing him to automatic. All right, 90 health. We got 42 armor or attack cooldown. I mean, it's already at 1. I don't think we really need it. 90 health. That's more life to drain, right? Let's do it. Fernandez, you're a beast. Let's pet the kitties on the dock. And what do we have? The Veiled Dagger. Singwan Dirk. On attack, apply 50% of ultimate power as bleed damage for... Let's get some gold. These guys are not inconspicuous at all, are they? It's pretty obvious what's going on there. Let's go Fernandez then. Up on the top lane. Bernard is going to get probably wrecked. I guess we'll see. Never mind. These two win pretty rapidly, which is great. Fernandez gets in on the Banshee. He's cutting him down. Fernandez, though. What a beast. Alright, let's pet the purring treasure chest, and we have a throwing dart. Does increase ability power. So this is particularly good for our boy, Bernard. So let's pull that off you. Let's throw this on you. Brute Axe, I suppose we can throw that on Blossom. And level up for the Epic Blossom. I mean, 22 through 24 ultimate power. It's a very strong heal. And applies thorns as well. Really hard to turn that down. Let's do it. Get a damage check coming up here soon. And let's go, boys. Alright, so fingers zipping around the battlefield, stabbing archers in the back and the like. Just doing thief-like things. We got Bernard dishing out the fireballs of death. An experience potion. Let's see. Ice Merelda, I think. I'm going to focus on you now. Because what's your next step? On stun, 100% chance to gain +1 max health permanently. On stun. So if you did this, right? There's also the Basher, which is an item. But we're doing this for sure. It's going to make him hit pretty insane. And the fact that he's attacking once every second is crazy to me. Alright, what do we have here? Blood-soaked Shiv. Once 1 second attack cooldown. On attack, apply 100% of ability power as bleed damage for 10 seconds. I think it makes Bernard very lethal for going in the ability power direction with him. So let's get rid of this. Let's purchase this. Bring it right to our boy Bernard. We also have the Root Grower. But we don't have Maxim, so don't really need it. Let's go. And let's keep rolling. Alright, let's get the Thorns boon. Got some kitties. Kitty on the roof, kitty under the tree. This is the map. So we're going to have like this cool little fire and ice combination going on. Bernard, okay, so he lights it up. Looks like Blossom does a pretty good job of keeping him healed up. We'll definitely have to monitor the Bernard going forward. Got the Hurricane, 72 health, 1 move speed. Lowered attack cooldown. I think it's better than this. High heel shoes. Let's give you the regen. Alright, here we go. So we have on ability kill, use ability again. On ultimate kill, gain +5 ultimate power permanently. It becomes melee +15 crits and added move speed. On ability kill, use ability again. You pair this with this. You're sitting pretty. Let's do it. Let's go. Alright, I've got another Banshee and another one of these gourmet bandits. Kind of funny how you promote yourself to the gourmet ranks, I suppose. Let's do this. Let's go. Make it happen. Fernandez. Let's go, buddy. You got this. Oh yeah, Fernandez just shaking off the damage. Dish and death. Gaining armor and face. You love to see it. Alright, the tiny hammer. Another just excellent item. Alright, so who's a good recipient of this? I mean, I like your kit. I think your ability is bound to get a lot stronger as we go on. You got this common throwing dart. Gives you ability cooldown, I suppose. But let's keep bolstering his attack as well. And I'm okay probably just discarding this. Except for what's this? Brute's Axe. Throwing Axe. Let's throw that on you with the ability cooldown. I think it works. Let's go. Open up the door. Pet the crystal. And what do we have? Gallant Canther. As a rare option. Another City Guard Fernandez. Crowd Control and Defender. I mean, if I can get 2 of these guys with the... build them the same way, kind of. It's an option. I don't think I need 2 Blossoms. So let's do it. City Guard Fernandez. Welcome to the team. Let's go attack damage. Attack cooldown. And then we'll get this with him as well. +2 max armor, I mean. Might give us a nice stalwart force. 357. Still got plenty of time to develop the max armor stat. Plus, I feel like we could use a little more muscle on the front line. Let's go. Make it happen. Let's go, Fernandez. Alright, very nice. So it's not necessarily all about like what heroes you get. Obviously, that's important, but what I've learned is it's more like when you get them. How about this? The merchant coin. Oh, man. Wish I had the cash. Really wish I had the cash. Because that's kind of exactly what we need, right? Ugh. Really tough to turn that one down. But we're broke as a joke. So what are you going to do? cry about it? Nah, not gonna cry about it. Let's do better next time. Let's make more cash next time. Alright, so Fernandez, go solo. And do great things. Let's go. Looks like the thief zips over there and helps him out. Which the thief pretty often does, right? Just zips around the battlefield. It's good stuff. Alright, level 6. Epic City Guard Fernandez. He's going to get a big attack buff, you bet. And level 7 will unlock the Fernandez. Let's go. Blossom. Ability power, but adds to cooldown. 90 health or minus 1 second of ultimate cooldown. Sounds good to me. Bernard. Ability power, get it, buddy. And who's killing the most? Fernandez and then Bernard. Healing Blossom, of course. Fernandez. Dishing the death, but, you know, Bernard's close second. So I think there's a place for him on the team. He just doesn't synergize too well, but, you know, you kind of get your epic heroes and you're kind of stuck with them. Alright, so here we go. An entreaty to the Candle Mages. Candlekeep must be close, but the Candle Mages are elusive as smoke and will most certainly have put protection in place to hide their sacred headquarter from hidden... Excuse me. Place to keep their sacred headquarter hidden from unwanted eyes. We should explore. Alright, so we gotta find the Candle Mages. And I did get some achievement. I didn't manage to read it. Okay, so we have to encounter something called the Candle Mage. King soldiers block the road. To defeat the evil lurking in the east, you'll need the Candle Mage's guidance. Seek out Candlekeep and persuade the guildmaster to share his wisdom. Alright, so I do believe that alludes to something in the north. I mean, this looks like a Candlekeep, does it not? Proving your worth. Candlekeep burns bright against the distant horizon, yet no visible path leads toward it. A pair of candle acolytes inform you that the entry is barred to the uninitiated. To prove your worth and show that you can hold a candle to the heroes of old, you must retrieve 4 magical amulets scattered across the lands of Emalon. While you search, I'll consult my crystal ball, says the Seer. Okay. So, build portal. Every time you remove a hero from your team, gain a small experience potion. Building a portal to the experience dimension has its perks. That's hilarious. But it looks like we actually can. Now, maybe there's no roadway here. Okay, so it looks like this. So I did do this. So climb to the top of Wildmouth Peak and see if you can locate the Hermits. This will unlock one of the Candle Mage amulets. So I think we have one. We just need more, and I think the north is where they lie. So for the rest of this run, I've got a couple of days left. You can't revisit places that you've been. So I wonder what would happen if I went here and here. Would I get like soft locked? You know what I mean? So I think what I have to do is we have to go... I guess here, 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 and then fire up the next run north. Or maybe here, right? I think that's what we gotta do. So let's do it. In fact, can I get this upgrade? 65 wood. Alright, 65 wood. That's the key. Let's go. Oh, tip the cow. Usually take a sip of water. And how about this? We got an epic Maxim. Alright. So how does he slot in? He's a thief, executioner, and crowd control. Fingers. I like you, man. I like you a lot, actually. But welcome, Maxim. Now let's see if we can get that root grower on him. Should have probably just purchased that when I had the opportunity. And let's see. So him. Do we have anything? So double bolts, ultimate now targets 2 enemies, which I think is pretty strong. Adventurer, executioner. I mean, basically he needs like another Maxim. Is essentially what he needs. AoE is Bernard. Right? We got 2 of those actually. Crowd control got 3 of those. So we could really use the merchant. And then another thief. Okay. Well, if we can somehow get a merchant, I think we can go in the direction of the ultimate. So we can build the ultimate with them. Minus 2 seconds ability cooldown, Thunderbolt shot, interrupting bolt. I mean, this is very, very strong. And then on attack, always crit on target with root. On ability, throw a dagger. On attack, 15% chance to stun. I mean, this guy just gets such insane attack bonuses. I kind of built him this way last time. On ultimate interrupt, gain +4 ultimate power permanently. On attack target with root, gain 1 attack power permanently. So maybe we just make him... All crowd control gains plus 50% ultimate power. So that's Fernandez. I think we can probably go basic attack with him. Or maybe go ultimate and then basic attack. Because he attacks really fast. And then hit this. If we don't get the root grower, right? Although I really do like the root grower kit. It's quite nice. So let's do the ultimate and the basic attack. And let's put you on automatic there, pal. And let's go. Not welcome in your town, huh? Says who? Alright, let's go. Alright, so Bernard just immolates. And he attacks really fast. He might be a good little DPS complement to what we're trying to do here. We'll certainly see. He doesn't fit the mold by any stretch, but that's alright. Let's get Esmeralda a level up, and she now has Allure. Attack now taunts enemies for 3 seconds. Alright, very nice. Icicle turret, Esmeralda, get it. And you're probably going to notice a big difference right away. Got a free reroll for a Blossom. I need to save my cash. Alright, Maxim. Got Bernard. Do have a pretty strong, high damaging team here. So hide the children. It's raining poison, but we're just shaking it off. Absolutely excellent. Way to go. Pretty impressive damage by the top 3 there. I mean, Bernard can definitely dish it. Like, he's definitely good. All Executioner gains 12 through 13, excuse me, attack damage. So that's you. It's Maxim. For 75 gold. Yes. Let's do it. 12 through 13, permanent boost to attack. He shoots very fast. In fact, I want to get an idea. Like, let's watch Maxim here. Put him on the top shelf and let's see what he does. Alright, just pulsing down these guys. He's got a little help from Bernard, of course. In fact, he might not even be targeting close enemies in his proximity. But he's definitely outputting some damage. 768, okay, so he's got to get better. Maybe I'm giving the guy a little too much credit. Pet the kitty. Alright, this is my favorite one right here. Where the kitties are on the dock fishing. It's just such an enjoyable image. You can see a furry little paw kind of pawing around in the water at the minnows that are swirling. You know what I mean? Alright, very nice. What do we have here? Vampire Fangs. On attack, if enemy has bleed, heal 2 to 5% of damage dealt. Are we all kitted out for items? It appears so. Yeah, we don't really have bleed going on in this. So we can move off of that, sell it. And what do you know? We get the thief coin as well. Man, this is so brutal, dude. I've just been robbed twice. I could have really used the thief and really used the merchant, but just don't have any cash, man. So brutal. Like, so brutal. But I think with that one additional item, right? We're going to be seeing the items that we need pop up a lot more frequently. And what do you know? We get 100 gold, the map, directly after. Like, can we go back? Can we go back through here? No? Okay. Alright, well, let's keep going. Alright, let's go. City Guard Fernandez, I want to check his armor stat as well. I mean, we're pretty much just taking names, mowing through enemies. Got the wing. I think I'm good. 494. So it grows in power, and Bernard is the top damage dealer, at least in that round. Impressive. Alright, so this Fernandez. Just solo that with the healer, I suppose, and Bernard. This guy's gonna just melt their side. Bernard lets the immolation rip. But Blossom keeps him nice and healthy. Alright, so let's level up Bernard. Ability is cast twice. On kill, gain +3 ultimate power permanently. All elementalists, which would include him. I mean, plus 50% attack power, right? Like, think about that. 12 seconds. On kill. And he's killing a lot. Ability is cast twice. Takes 11 seconds. I'm just not a huge fan of, like, sacking his health. You know what I mean? Let's see. On heal taken, shoot fireball. That's kind of interesting. Scales with ultimate power. I think I actually do want to do this one. To me, it's just more impactful than an ability that takes 11 seconds each battle to charge, to proc off. You know what I mean? Alright, so Maxim. It's Maxim or Esmeralda. So we're pretty much at the point where we have to choose with Maxim. On ultimate interrupt, right? Otherwise, for you, we could give you another ability power. Let's hit Esmeralda. She's very strong. So let's lean into it and let's go. Alright, who do we have? Hey, how about a Rosa? I've never seen an epic Rosa, believe it or not. Never seen it. Spellcaster, area of effect, and elementalist. And then, of course, she has this fun little, like, wisp kit. And she actually probably will fit in pretty well. Yeah, Fernandez, get wrecked, bro. Rosa, another fire mage. Bring her aboard. Let's see. So we have attack damage up. So her ability. So her attack is going to create a wisp, right? Ultimate does as well. She's got this. For every enemy caught in ability explosion, add another wisp. So ability is what we want. We want that cooldown as low as possible. So is there anything to lower ability cooldown? Right here. On a wisp created, 25% chance to gain +1 ability power permanently. So I think what we have to do for her, I mean, this is definitely the selection to make. It's her snowballing technique, right? I mean, we want to go in on her ability. I do think. So ability power. Ability cooldown. This. Then we can go with this. And this again. Per idle wisp, gain +2% ability power. Per idle wisp, attack power. On ultimate, 25% chance per wisp to gain +1 ultimate power permanently. Wow, she has 2 skills that snowball. Insane. So let's see if we can get this, which we would need a faith character for. Or the little faith emblem. The item, right? Guess you never know. But yeah, epic Rosa. Never seen it. Definitely an interesting little team we're putting together here. Let's go. Esmeralda just shooting these icicles. Just doing so much damage too. In fact, Rosa go automatic. Rather large helmet. I'm good. Alright, what do we have? So I've got the cash now, of course. Blistering Mantle. Every second do 30% of ability power damage in AoE. Hurricane. Nihongo Deken. Ability cooldown. There we go. So let's get rid of this. Let's give this to you. Ability power. Yeah, ability cooldown. So it's coming around 10.5 seconds. Tiny Hammer and Blood-Soaked Shiv. I'm good with that. Let's save the cash just in case we come across another one of those items that I missed out twice on. In fact, let's feed the birds. Absolutely, let's feed the birds. Secure some more cash. Let's keep moving. Got a battle by the bread store. Let's go. In fact, we have going to be heavily reliant upon Fernandez to tank damage. Because we have just a bunch of glass cannons on this team. But look at all these wisps, right? And that is making her ability stronger every single time. Well, at a 25% clip. Alright, 1 ultimate cooldown. Party-wide ability power. I mean, that's definitely what you do. Not a question in my mind. Looks like we made it to the end. Got the kitty greeting us. Not sure what this is. Alright, Pie Day. So obviously we have to do the candle sage or the candle mages or whatever they're called before we can gain access here, but let's go here instead. Wait, first and foremost, let's do a quick check. Absolutely. Let's get it. Perfect. Now down to the King's Reach outskirts. Let's go. And yeah, most runs that I played, you tend to get 6 epic heroes if you survive long enough. How about this? An epic Clavel. Noble, Merchant, and Executioner. Oh boy. We're going to have our choices because you need the Merchant. Double Bolt, ultimate now targets 2 enemies. But who are we moving off of, man? Do we move off of Blossom? I mean, she's given her this, essentially, with her spellcaster abilities. Let's see. Attacks now taunt. She would get... Actually, no, she wouldn't. The healer. 100% chance to bounce to a new target. Looks like she would have this. Ability no longer targets allies. I mean, she's a really strong hero. I think it would be a good one to add, but it's kind of like, who do you add her for? We have the nature with Bernard, surprisingly. But no healer. Right, only 1 healer. 2 elementalists, 2 defenders. Got 3 in the spellcaster and 3 in the AoE. So I think we can probably... Let's get rid of Blossom. I feel like she just doesn't do much late game. Let's add Clavel. Another one of my favorites. So let's see. We got this now. Wisp Wish. On creating a Wisp, 25% chance to create a Wish Wisp. On ultimate, the Wish Wisp targets closest ally and adds 1 ultimate charge. Interesting. Okay. I mean, this would be a good one to get. We just need this Faith Emblem. Because we want to maximize the amount of wisps she's creating. I think it's addition by subtraction. Well, it's addition by addition, I suppose, but I think Clavel is just objectively better than Blossom. So let's see. Blood Cloud. So she does have this combo, right? Ability no longer targets allies. Target heal. 10 seconds. Okay. Otherwise, she does get very strong attack buffs. Like this. 18 through 19. I think you take that. Ability cooldown is pretty good. On ability, +1 permanent max health for each enemy with bleed. All executioner gain plus 30% max health. And Maxim, right? Yep, Maxim's an executioner. On ability, for each enemy hit, gain +3 ultimate power until combat is over. Is she going to be able to spread the bleed? Actually, I think I have an item that does it. Apply 100% of ability power as bleed damage for 10 seconds. I mean, yes. Do a little switcheroo. Okay, good. And then we can go into the... We can go with this then. So attack cooldown, ability cooldown. On ability. So let's get the ability cooldown. Let's hit this. Tremendous. Let's go. I feel like Blossom is a completely fine healer. Until you get to late game, when you really need healing, right? And then it's like, your healer disappears. Turns into a petrified stump. I don't know, let me know your thoughts. What would you have done there? It's not every day you see an epic Clavel, and... I mean, we are certainly... Wow, look at all these arrows from Maxim. That's crazy. I mean, we are certainly lacking healing, but how about this? Boom. Now he's going to be hitting for a lot. In fact, I could probably give one of these leech scythes to Clavel. I think she's going to probably need it. So, Fernandez, you're the armor guy. Let's give you the big one. And let's see, who has a tiny hammer? That does attack damage. You're using your ability most of the time. Ultimate power. We're good with that. Clavel, check that out. Already the second highest damage dealer. Could definitely use a few more items, potentially. And how about this? Another City Guard Fernandez. Man, this game is just trolling me now. This game is trolling me hard. I mean, I think he works relatively well. Right, commoner, crowd control. We have an adventurer on ultimate taunt. I mean, she's comboed up. Bernard, are you comboed up at all? Fiery explosion. Attack becomes AoE with range 2. Its damage is halved. Got Clavel, got Ice Merelda, level 6. Maxim. I mean, do we move off Maxim the Mercenary? He is hitting good. I think I'm going to. Let's do Fernandez. I mean, we have the build for Fernandez. So let's go attack damage. Attack cooldown. Let's go with this. And he's going to have to get killing. But yeah, City Guard Fernandez. He's going to be the champ in this one. He's going to be our boy. Got to get him some decent items, though. Alright, so Clavel falls. In fact, perhaps my tinkering with the team made us less powerful. I mean, it kind of seems like it did. I feel like we were just humming along before, but... And it's like if enemy has poison. I'm also kind of trying to use some characters that I don't always feature here on the channel. Not necessarily Clavel, but Fernandez, right? I don't even remember the last time I had Fernandez. Party-wide 14 armor for bleed. Free level up for City Guard Fernandez. Yes, got to get him up to speed. Health, attack cooldown. to attack cooldown. Let's go. Go something like this. Fernandez, gotta hold your lines. Let's go. Alright, doing good. Claypool's draining some life. Rosa's looking fine. And absolutely. Good damage all around. Bernard. I mean, I was looking at his damage output numbers, and I'm like, I can't move off of Bernard. Got these guys, these treants. But yeah, definitely let me know what you would have done if you were in my shoes there. We got, what, 7, 8 total epic heroes in this. And the game makes you choose. I don't think we necessarily got a super synergized kit. If we had those other items, though, we'd be sitting real good. Alright, so this Swiss cheese of protection is actually pretty good. 72 health, though. Attack cooldown, what does this do? Nah, we're good. Alright, what do we have? We have the high heal kickers. Move speed on heal add 8 to 10% of attack power. I mean, I've actually got some cash now. This slows you down a little bit, but makes you hit a lot harder. Plus 1 move speed. Gives you a healing over time. Let's go with it. Attack cooldown. I mean, who do we like attacking frequently? You got ability powers on you. Let's go. Alright, so what do we want? Rosa the Red is going to get a level up for 100 gold. Let's get the armor buff party-wide. We are bled now, which is not good. But I think we'll be A-okay. Let's go. I like the 2 fire mages in the back. If you could call Rosa a fire mage. Maybe she's not really a fire mage. I think maybe Rosa the Red implies, right, fire magic, but maybe not. Level up for Bernard. Alright, let's get our boy Bernard a level up. Alright, attack cooldown reduces, ultimate cooldown increases. Can't have that. In fact, how's his ultimate looking? It's looking pretty mighty. 5 crits. Let's go with ability power. I'm fine with that. Still not exactly sure which one I want to take at the end of the road. Alright, so Clavel. Rosa, let's see. Like, who's next to an impactful one? City Guard Fernandez is all maxed out. Let's see. Double ultimate power on AoE kill. Gain a +2 attack power permanently. All spellcasters gain plus 20% ability power. So that's you. That is Rosa. Who's in on the ability. Right? Like, definitely in on the ability. He is not a spellcaster. Believe it or not. Seems like he probably should be. Yeah, let's give it to Esmeralda. And let's see. All spellcaster gain plus 20% ability power. I mean, I think it's great. Rosa. Looking strong now. Let's go. Alright, so let's do a little two-way attack here. Let's go. Like, in this run alone, I've seen an epic Fernandez before. I've seen an epic Clavel. I have not ever seen an epic Rosa or Bernard. So we got both of them in one run. So I'm kind of just leaning in a little bit. Ultimate power, we have 90 health. Let's take the 90 health. That's what she's kind of all about, durability. This Fernandez. Let's give it to Rosa. Alright, perfect. Rosa. 5 crits, attack damage, ability power. You guessed it, ability power. Very nice. Getting stronger. Charge subject, don't need it. Pet the fox, you bet. And we have the cow. Darn, I was hoping it would be epic. Actually, kind of not, because we just don't have room for new heroes. We just don't. I'll take a nice shop selection all day, though. So what do you say, game? Hook me up. Let's go. Alright, very good. The 2 Fernandez is excellent. I mean, insane damage there by our boy Fernandez. And let's see, how's he looking? 821 armor. Excellent. And this guy's up and coming as well. Alright, here we go. Got real excited. Acts of Discomfort. On attack, target self for 5% of the damage dealt. I mean, I could give... No, she's got to do bleed. 919 HP for Clavel. So it's working, right? It's really working. Ultimate power, let's see. Who's all about the ultimate power? $60. Is this smart? No, it's not smart. I'm gonna make myself go broke, and then I'm gonna find something that I really want to buy. We'll be in the same old position that we were just in. Alright, let's go. Fire and ice combination. Let's make it happen. Alright, so a big push by the enemy. And Clavel zips to the back, but she's got, you know, insane durability with 1,000 hit points, essentially. And that leech scythe. Now she's starting to come into her own. I think we should give some experience potions to the Vampiress. And we made it. The end of the road. Oh yeah, so look at these buffs, right? 66 crystals and 95 stone. Steal mysterious rations. Heal party by 10 after each battle. Cumulative. Cumulative? Really? That's a great upgrade. I mean, more like for a new run, but a great upgrade. Cumulative. Think about it. Once you get to the end of the road, right? It's 60, 70, 80 HP. Increase armor by 10% or more ships means more goods. +1 items will appear at merchants. Wow. Okay, so I definitely want to get this. So I'm actually glad that we found this. Hopefully we can conquer this zone. But imagine each merchant having 5 items and what that's going to do for future runs, right? Just think about it. Right, another epic Ice Merelda. It's just too late. Let's go with the potion. And then that one that gives you a free experience potion when you recycle a hero. That's another great one to get. Because in general, right, you are trading in a hero for another hero. Might as well give that hero a head start. And you see these Mushroom Men here. I do believe we're going to get a Mushroom Man hero at some point in the future with Seer's Gambit. Exciting stuff. Clavel levels up in face. So let's level her up. 90 health. How about extreme attack damage to get the life drain? You bet. Let's see if we can max her out before the final frame. Alright, more heroes. Give me that potion. Alright, we got the Grey Wolf and the Red Mushroom Man, the Mycomancer. Let's go. Yeah, pretty much whoever Bernard targets just dies. And let's see, how's your ability power looking? 142 through 162. Looking pretty good these days. Bernard, 169 through 196. On the ultimate, right? Fernandez has 494 armor. This guy has 891. Clavel with 930 HP. So all of our characters are snowballing in some way, except Esmeralda. She's just all around pretty darn good. Yeah, she is not snowballing, but everybody else is. So let's win some fights, and let's continue to snowball our skills. Let's go. Got a bat behind us. Take him out, Clavel. Absolutely, she does. And these types of battles where units get summoned, I think benefit us because it's just more time spent on the battlefield. No more time charging your ability, more time attacking, more kills to kill, etc., etc. Alright, so at the end of the road here for Clavel. Ability applies bleed for 8 to 12 damage over 10 seconds. Scales with 50% ability power. Okay. On ultimate, double the damage to targets, double the healing to self. On attack, add 3% of max health to damage. Yes. 248 through 326. Not the craziest stat I've ever seen. Just look at my last run with Gallant Canther, but a pretty respectable amount of damage. Let's go. Yeah, keep summoning these mushrooms. Just want to keep killing them. In fact, if we were really smart, we would sit here and just farm the mushroom kills. That's what we would do. Alright, what do we have? We have the Shining Sword. Plus 20 crits. Wow. Absolutely insane. 50% chance to blind the target for 5 seconds. I mean, absolutely. We gotta. Let's give that to Bernard. Ability power. Still got some cash to spare. Where was all this wealth? Like, literally 15, 20 minutes ago. Actually, I should have probably bought the experience potion there. Alright, let's go. I kind of like our team. It's a little ragtag. I like the Fire Mage backline. I like the Fernandez, right? I haven't used him in a while. Fun character to use. Alright, so level 7, level 7, 7, level 5, level 5, and level 5. Okay. So it looks like you're close, Rosa. Let's get you to level 6. Ability power. Let's go with ability cooldown. Now she's going to be using her ability every 8 seconds. Alright, let's keep going. Got to get some more characters leveled up. I remember at one point in time, it was like Fernandez and then 5 glass cannons. Well, now we have like, 4 frontline sturdy options. Interesting how your team changes over time. Alright, yeah, get this attack damage, Fernandez. Let's get you across the finish line to the end. Bernard, level 6 as well. Ability power. So he gets ability cooldown critical. I mean, him with like a monster crit kit might be interesting as well. Alright, who do we have? We have an experience potion. That's who we have. Oh, let's see. Let's give it to Rosa. Let's go. I like our team. I think it's well-rounded. Kind of took us a while to maybe get off the ground a little bit, but, you know, here we are. Fernandez, get it. And our main boy, Fernandez, doing all the damage in that one. Alright, another shop. Got the Seagull of Happiness. So ultimate ability power and attack damage. I think it's great for you. Ability cooldown, ability power. (22) ability power. Anybody else need that? Maybe you. She's all about the ability power. On attack, if enemy has bleed, heal 14 to 18% of damage dealt. I mean, it makes for an interesting pair. With Clavel's kit, right? But she needs the bleed enabled by her item. She has the Leech Scythe, which is giving her 30%, which is pretty insane. So let's keep moving. We got a kitty. Ah, never mind. It's a demon in disguise. Okay. Every 2 seconds, Bernard is unfurling an attack. Every second and a half, you are. Every 2 seconds, you are. Every 2 seconds, he is. 1.5 seconds for Clavel. Our team attacks very, very fast, actually. We'll see what results we get. Let's keep going. Let's pet the fox. Absolutely, just completely mopping the floor with the enemy units now. Rose of the Red, level 7. On ultimate, 25% chance per wisp to gain +1 ultimate power permanently. Where's she sitting at? I mean, not really too great. Per idle wisp, gain +3% attack power. Per idle wisp, gain +2% ability power. That's kind of what we're all in on. So let's do it. So the more wisps she gets out on the field, the better. Looks like we reached the end. So got to do a little bit more work with Bernard. But into the final boss. Let's go. Sunrise of the final day. Trust you're prepared this time? Yeah, we'll see, I suppose. I like our team. I really do. I think we have some very sturdy units. And everybody's nice and healed up. The one thing that we're kind of lacking is just team synergy, right? Like, we don't necessarily have the best synergized team. But in versus the Cultist Master, Form 1. Let's go. And be on the lookout here, boys. He rains poison. Take him out. Alright, so the DPS outputs could use some work. No more interruptions. Okay, so I think that's the key. If you interrupt his spell with a special or whatever, then he summons zombies instead of does the poison rain spell, which absolutely kills you. But look at Clavel here. Asara does heal full life, like literally heal full life. And the Cultist Master goes down. Alright, so Form 1 gets wrecked. And we are full life, and we do get the Root Grower here. How about that? Hilarious. Far too late for that. Alright, so we could get an ultimate charge up. Don't need healing. Everybody's full. Or the Basher. Plus 15 crit. I mean, yeah. I think so. So what are you rocking with? Shining Sword, Primed Cleaver. And 2 really good items. Leech Scythe. I mean, 79 health on attack. It's pretty crazy. Let's see. I think I like Yeah, Lost Wing. I mean, it's good for Bernard to get that regen. So I think for you, let's remove this, throw this on you. And let's go. Alright, we got it. Form 2. Come on, boys. Let's do it. It's all culminated into this, right? It's all been building up to this. The fight that you knew we had to take. So let's go. Bernard, actually. I want this guy to be, well, I guess the slimes come from everywhere, so hard for him to stay safe. Let's go. Gotta take him out. Blood drain. Mwahahaha. This is where having no healer really works against me. But we do have life drain. Let's see. Can we get the HP reserves filled back up? Fernandez fighting it out with 1 HP left, but a lot of armor. Just how we kind of built them. Yeah, we're getting crushed. Esmeralda down. Rosa down. Bernard down. Clavel is hanging in there at full HP, actually. Just draining so much HP. But she finally does fall, and yeah. You definitely need some kind of, like, boss healer, for sure. You really do. But the party falls, and City Guard Fernandez, how about that? It was a fun run with Fernandez. I do think getting a second one aboard. Who do we change him out for? Maxim, maybe? I think that might have been a mistake. And then probably ditching Blossom as well, but I mean, just think about that last fight, right? If Blossom dies, which she likely would have, then we don't have a healer anyways, right? So I don't think Blossom is a great endgame healer personally. That's just my personal opinion based on experience. But maybe there's other options, right? Like, I think Canther is a tremendous healer, especially for endgame. He would have done really, really good in that particular fight, especially with boosted ability power. But anyways, my friends, this has been another episode of Seer's Gambit. I sure hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, of course. Become a subscriber if you are new here so you never miss the next Seer's Gambit upload. We're also playing all kinds of other fun stuff right here on the channel. So stay tuned to the channel for a daily dose of fun, for sure. I think up next for Seer's Gambit, we're going to start a run up here at the Moonlit Bard. We're going to explore more north. I think we have to find these amulets. We got to find, what, 4 of them? We do have 1. We're going to find 4. And then, you know, check out what the Candlekeep has to offer for us. That is the next move. That is the next goal. And I think maybe northeast is the direction. We're already in the north. So let's take it east from here and see what we can uncover in the darkness. I think we got some really good upgrades. I think getting that shop upgrade, right where we add yet another item to the shop, is going to add a lot of flexibility for future runs. I think getting those resource upgrades is really, really nice. And yeah, I mean, it's just the importance of getting the metagame upgraded. It's definitely something that you have to keep hammering on in Seer's Gambit. So I'm going to get on out of here, my friends, but I do want to thank you so much for spending some time on the channel today. Seriously, thanks so much. I do appreciate it. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.